welcome back to my channel where today I'm going to be ranking the 2020 AFL teams from highest to lowest. Highest being that I really love the team, support them. Lowest being hate, don't enjoy watching them. Don't have a good reputation as a Bulldog supporter. They don't have a good reputation with the club. And not a team that I really support. Dislike being, they're fine, don't really like them at all, but they're just a dislike. Don't mind is an and like is I like them but don't love them, and love is I'm obsessed with them, watch them, support them, etc. Okay, so before we get into this video, please smash that subscribe button, like it, and click the notification if you enjoyed watching my videos. So let's get started. Okay, so the first team I have is North Melbourne. Now, I know some family members who support them, my granddad, and my aunties, one of my aunties. They support North Melbourne. They have had a bit of a thriller this year, not in a good way. They finished second last. They've just kind of gone downhill. Some people predicted that they would finish maybe 15th, but they finished second last, and I guess it's just a down toll for them. But next year, I have a feeling that they're going to make a comeback. They are losing Brown, one of their good players, but that's their choice as a club. And yeah, I don't have any hate at all on North Melbourne. I support them. They're my second or third favourite team that I support, and I enjoy watching them when they're playing good. Okay, anyways, so I'm going to put them in the love. I don't love them, like out of the moon. I'll buy merch and I'll go to games all the time and support them. I don't have an obsession like that, like the team I barrack for, but they are likeable. And I feel like they don't have a bad reputation. I haven't heard of anything against the Western Bulldogs. So they are a good team. Okay, next we have Power, also known as Port Adelaide Power. But I don't have anything against them. They have had a really good year, comeback this year. Ended in first in the top 8 for the year. That is a great achievement from last year. I know that at the start of the year I was kind of expecting them to finish 8th. They haven't had any shining moments previous years, but I feel like they have done well this year, and they are likable but not lovable. So I'm going to put them in the don't mind. Okay, next we have the Gold Coast Suns. Now, my mum, auntie, few family friends all barrack for the Gold Coast Suns. So, of course, I'm going to put them in the love. They're better, in my words. They're like second or third over North Melbourne. I obviously don't barrack them, but I'll watch them occasionally. I have an interest in them, support them in a way that's not crazy, like buying posters for my wall of them, although I do have a jersey that's Suns colours, and I do watch their games at Metricon Stadium when they're having home, and I have photos with them, so I do support them a little bit more than I do support North Melbourne, but it's not a bad team. They're both not having the best year, but Suns did do pretty well this year, finishing in... What did they finish in? 14th or 15th? Somewhere from 12th to 16th. Anyways, that is quite a good run for them this year. They went from last year to a pretty high, close-ish to finals run. So, yeah. Next, we have the GWS Giants. Now, the Western Bulldogs fans, they don't have a good history with Giants. Last year, they did lose to them in the first week of finals, which was elimination. They did play finals last year. And that they pretty much got that bad reputation towards us from the first game of 2019 when we smashed them and hammered them. And it really made them build up that they came back with such a thriller in the finals, and it eliminated us from the final series. So I guess I, as a person, and the supporters of Western Bulldogs don't like them. They punch, they make fight outs, rude, nasty, yeah, all of that, just towards Western Bulldogs. I don't know if they do it to others, but they pretty much punch our players, especially Green, and I think his name's Whitfield. Yeah, not the best players, not very kind. I'm sure they have some nice players, but those two players on the team just bring it all down for me as a Western Bulldog fan, and that's why I'm going to put them in the hate. Don't take it offensively. It's just my opinion as a supporter, and who I back for, and what reputation we have of GWS. Okay, moving on, we have Essendon. Now, their fans, I'm going to take that into consideration. Their fans are not very nice. They boo, they say some rude things, racist, all that nonsense that you don't want to be having in a game of football. But I'm going to put them in the don't mind. Okay, next we have Melbourne, or Melbourne Demons. I have some family who support them. They're not a bad team. They were actually fighting to secure a place in finals against Western Bulldogs, but it wasn't in a game. It was just if they won, if the best Western Bulldogs won, they would take their spot, and if the Demons won all their games and Western Bulldogs lost, they would have took the 8th spot or 7th spot, and that didn't break what I think of them. They're a nice team. I watch them. I wouldn't say that they're bad in any way. They actually have some good players like Pickett. And yeah, they have some really nice team. And I feel like next year they're going to strive for a higher spot on the ladder. And that is why I'm going to put them into love, but not the best. So the best so far on love is probably Gold Coast Suns. And they're like the lowest on love, but I still love them. Okay, anyways, moving on to Collingwood. So I have some family friends close to my heart who go for Collingwood. Me as myself don't go for Collingwood at all. They're a team, that's all I think of them. And on this ladder, they're in the don't mind, highest on don't mind, because I know people who go for them, and I love their ruckman Grundy. He's like the best ruckman in the AFL, although I do wish it was a Western Bulldog ruckman. But that's just a great, like, it has a great reputation on the club, and I feel like they are striving for a better year this year, and next year they're going to come up back and probably hammer all the top teams, and I feel like that's a good thing. And I don't know if they have a chance at finals this year, but next year I feel like they're going to do very well. And that's just my opinion and why I think of them as a kind of in between. I like them, and I also am like, don't really concentrate on them. I occasionally watch them though. Okay, next we have Geelong Cats. So my dad, this is one of his 3 favorite top teams. I'm just going to say my opinion on them. They've got some really nice players. Dangerfield, yeah, so good. Miley, don't really like him. He's a bit weird. I think that's his name. I don't actually know. But I'm going to put them in the don't mind. Okay, next we have Carlton. There is no bad reputation towards Carlton as a dog supporter. I know some family friends very close to my heart who also support them, and that's why they are going to go in third. Okay, next we have Richmond. Now, I have nothing against Richmond at all. They're a great team, enjoyable to watch. I do watch them, which is why I'm going to put them in the like. And I also have family members who support Richmond. Next, we have St Kilda. Now, although they are versing us in the elimination final, and I will be upset if we lose, I don't mind them. They're fine, just a team. My friend, very close friend, supports her. Family friends support them. Support her, support them. And yeah, so that's why they're going to go in there. Okay, next we have Fremantle. I enjoy watching them. They've had a bit of a shocker this year. Haven't played very well. Ended in like 15th or something. And I like them. Not as much as Richmond, but they've had a bit of a bad year this year. They've kind of gone downhill. But hopefully next year they'll strive to do better. Next, we have Sydney Swans. I don't really have an opinion on Swans, but for now I'm going to put them in the dislike, because, yeah, not bad. They're not really shining this year. Haven't really noticed them. I kind of forgot about them. I guess I'll put them in don't mind. They're probably better than Essendon. But yeah, haven't noticed them this year. Haven't really had an awesome season. I think they didn't make the finals or top 8, I guess you could say. But they're a good team, I guess. They haven't really been doing very well this year, but I have nothing against them. Next, we have the Western Bulldogs. Of course, I'm going to put them at the top of love. I support the Western Bulldogs. I feel like they're a great team. They do lots of good passing, work together, they commit, and hopefully they'll do well in finals this year. That's all I can pretty much say about them. I love them, and if you don't have anyone to back for yet, I think you should check out Western Bulldogs, but there's also some other good teams like Richmond, Melbourne, St Kilda, and Lions, and other teams that I'm about to go through. Next, we have West Coast. Now, West Coast have some good players like Darwin. Yeah, they're pretty good. I don't have anything against them. They're gonna be here. Don't know anyone who supports them, but they've had some close games, and I feel like they have a big chance at finals, and I think that they're a good team. Next, we have Brisbane Lions. So I'm going to put them at the back of Western Bulldogs don't do very well at the Gabba against the Lions, but their fans are just too confident, I feel. But that doesn't change my opinion on their team themselves. But yeah, they're quite a nice team. Don't have much to say about them. But I think that they play pretty well, and I do go out of my time sometimes to go and watch them. Next, we have the Adelaide Crows. They are probably here, the back of don't mind. They're like an don't watch. I would never go out of my time to watch them unless they're versing a team that I love. Yeah, that's all I can pretty much say about them. They've had a bit of a thriller in a bad way this year. Haven't been going well. Went from pretty good last year to downhill. Last, bottom of the ladder. Pretty much they lost one of their best players, and I feel like that's affected them way too much, and they should be able to cope with that as a team, and they don't work together as much. They all just want to be in the spotlight, and I feel like that's affecting them, but I don't mind them. They don't have anything against Western Bulldogs, don't have any bad opinion on them. They're quite fun. Next, we have Hawthorn. Also, once again, wouldn't go out of my time to watch them. They're probably better than Adelaide, in my opinion. Don't take any of this offensively, by the way. But I would definitely not go out of my time to watch Hawthorn either. Had a bit of a bad year this year. Went from pretty well last year. I'm sure the fans of Hawthorn thought they were going to have a good year. They started all right, and about round 3, they just went downhill. If I was a supporter of them, I would have stopped watching, same as Adelaide, but they're fine. So I might do a bit of a shuffle now. Essendon, although I have family friends who watch it, their fans are just so rude. Giants, I'll put them in the dislike. I feel like I'm being very rude if I put them in hate. And yeah, this is my table. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.